Our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. Beyond measure.
I'm gonna show you how great I am.
Pain is temporary. It may last for a minute, or an hour, or a day, or even a year. But eventually, it will subside.
I'm just going to take some notes down to see how you've been finding the sessions.
Okay, so as we both can remember, when I first came to you, I was a complete emotional mess. I've just been told that I'm not allowed to complete in the daily sport that I do as a hobby, as a passion. It was just, my whole life was revolving around that, from the time I woke up to the time I went to sleep, every time I'd eat. And having that taken out of me, I was just frustrated, upset, and I was just lost. I didn't have a purpose. My hobby and my aim in life was like, oh, I'm going to strive to be the best. I'm going to compete in Olympic weightlifting competitions. I could even do that as a career. I could get paid to do something I love. And taking that out, I was like, what is my purpose in life? What am I going to do? So it was just really upsetting.
Do you think the psychological aids have helped you?
I think definitely, because the doctor had told me you're physically able to go back into it now. It's been a long year. You've had your operation, but you can go back into it. He'd tell me slowly, start off lifting weights, lift light, and then you'll get heavy gradually with time. But something was at the back of my head just not letting me. Every time I'd grab that bar, approach it, I'd just picture myself having that fall again and just catching it too far back, and it wouldn't go away. Then after obviously coming here to you and you telling me, look down, here are some psychological aids, the ones that I found the most beneficial were self-efficacy, were self-talk, that was it. Was it self-talk?
Yeah, self-talk.
Self-talk, and that the imagery one that you were telling me about. It was confusing at first, but then I got a hang of it. And in general, that just improved my self-efficacy, like the situation-specific confidence. And now I think I can master it. Like I go in there, I approach it, and I've got it. I've no longer got that fear, and that little voice in the back of my head, he's gone, and I feel like I'm as good as new.
Thank you, Dan.
Thanks for your help.
See you next week.
Nobody is going to hit as hard as life. But it ain't about how hard you hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. How much you can take and keep moving forward. That's how winning is done. Because if you're willing to go through all the battling you got to go through to get to where you want to get, who's got the right to stop you? I mean, maybe some of you guys got something you never finished, something you really want to do, something you never said to somebody, something. And you're told no, even after you pay your dues. Who's got the right to tell you that? Who? Nobody. It's your right to listen to your gut. It ain't nobody's right to say no.
I will outwill you. I will. I will not give up. I will not surrender. I will not quit. This is your year. Are you hearing me?
Have you ever thought about something you wanted to do and you talk yourself out of it? The goals that you right now have, the things that you have envisioned for yourself, this is a reflection. What you've done thus far and what you are engaged in doing is what's possible for you right now. But there's even more. You don't even know what's in the future.
Because if you're willing to go through all the battling you got to go through to get to where you want to get, who's got the right to stop you? I mean, maybe some of you guys got something you never finished, something you really want to do, something you never said to somebody, something. And you're told no, even after you pay your dues. Who's got the right to tell you that? Who? Nobody. It's your right to listen to your gut. It ain't nobody's right to say no after you earn the right to be where you want to be and do what you want to do.
So if you don't love it, if you're not having fun doing it, you don't really love it, you're going to give up. And that's what happens to most people, actually. If you really look at the ones that ended up, being successful, unquote, in the eyes of society, and the ones that didn't, oftentimes it's the ones that are successful loved what they did so they could persevere.
Our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. Beyond measure.